know why
Okay,
not?
we are live.
Oh, hell no. Oh, good.
We've got a duck up in the corner again because my paid time is gone.
Uh-oh. What's that mean?
Oh, that means I could run out of hours eventually. It means I'm on the free. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that me? Yep, that's me. That was me. Okay.
What's going on, Pam?
I don't know. I never know what's going on. But hello, everybody. Hi, Chew. Hi, Grasshopper. Jenny Lynn. Bob.
Damn it.
And I saw Mojo in here earlier. And Trash Cat and Chappie. Chappie was actually backstage, but I was like busy getting dressed. And then by the time I got done and came back over here, he was gone again. So hopefully he'll be back pretty soon.
That's a similar thing like that happens to me a lot. By the time I get undressed, people are gone.
Yeah.
Undressed.
So I just finished this like 10-15 minutes ago. I'll show you guys real quick.
You did what?
I finished this drawing.
It's about time. Let's see.
Oh, no kidding. It took me forever to do this one.
That's another Hellboy.
I've got a picture of it, but it didn't turn out really good because it's kind of dark and it's hard to take a picture at this time of evening. Hi, GRB. Hi, Bruiser. So, but I'll show you guys a picture of it anyway. Let me get it pulled up here. It's a really crappy picture of it, but it's better than trying to hold it up, I think. Because trying to hold it up is almost impossible.
What she said.
So, but it is a very, very poor picture of it. Because it's hard to get a good picture of a drawing after dark with under artificial light. It just does not turn out, but that's the only choice I had, so. But I'll show you real quick. Are you ready?
Yes.
So that's it.
Why has he got blood on his face?
He doesn't. Like I said, it's a crappy picture of it.
It looks red, though.
Well, he's got a lot of red in his fur.
Oh, okay. No, it's a good picture. I just thought he had blood on him. He's got a horn askew also. Looks like he's been in a fight or two. You know those.
Thank you, Bob.
those big bulls get in fights. Do you know that?
Yeah, and they also toss tourists around a lot.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Aqua Gardens and hello.
Hey, Rick.
New Local Austin, hello.
Hey, Mike. I always forget New Local Austin's name. I called him Jenna one time, a long time ago. Don't ask me. So my other axolotl I just flushed a while ago. So I'm out of the axolotl business.
You don't have any?
Nope.
Oh, no.
I know. I've got a 33-gallon, though, that's begging for some kind of snake. 33 gallon.
Hey, Mojo. So, I don't know what everybody else has been up to. I've been, like, working on that buffalo for the last... Oh, look out. All I'm doing is moving my foot. Good grief. What was I saying? Oh, I've been working on the buffalo for the last 2 days, so...
2 days?
That's what's up with me. Yeah, I've been working on it for the last 2 days. It was quite a bit of work. There's a lot of hair there, and he's got quite the fro.
Well, yeah. Hey, Mojo. Well, are you going to draw that snake that Sarah sent you?
Probably, yes. I do believe so. The carpet python
Mm-hmm.
that was in her yard on her
With
porch.
pole dancing on her porch.
Yeah.
I was looking on those pictures that she blew up at some of the stuff in her yard. Some of that stuff looked like plants here. Do we know for sure that she and Blacky are actually in Australia, or are they posing?
They do a really good job on their accents if they're faking it. Bait Beast, hello.
Bob, do you think can help you get over the importance of being called the right name, or is it just part of getting older? I lost the drive to be identified correctly over the years. You think nursing helps you get over the importance? I don't think I understand it. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. No, as a nurse, I always you have to make sure you have the right patient. You have to call them the right name, or I don't know if they do now, but you have to properly identify them. And when I was doing case management as a nurse, I always had to, identify them like we always make you do with insurance. How many kids you got, all that stuff. But you're right. Getting older, I don't remember names as well. We had a lady and a man, her husband, that adopted the dog today. They were going to get it last week, but anyway, they got him today. And I could see her struggling to remember names, and she asked me the dog's name 2 or 3 times, and she asked me my name again. And I have days like that, but it's just names are just hard to pop up sometimes. So both, I think both. Oh, somebody asked me an intelligent question. That threw me for a minute. Pam, you ought to put a disclaimer on here: no intelligent questions for Bob.
Okay, I'll put that right in.
That in the description. But yeah, I noticed maybe 10 years ago, everybody can't think of something sometimes that used to bother me, and I would make a big deal of it. And people would say, oh, I forget things too, like somebody 20. And I'd be like, no, this is worse. This is bad. But it is what it is. Just look how many times Huawei, and he's what, about 2/3 my age. And he's in the wrong stream half the time. Worm's my memory care dog. Can you see her little feet crossed on my shoulder? I guess she's not even listening to us, Worm.
Look at that. Mario sits like that a lot with his arms crossed. Only his is more like he's looking at you like that. Like, yeah, what do you want?
Somehow, Mike, I just realized that your name was Mike in the last few weeks. I think from Huawei saying Mike.
Hello, everybody.
Who's that? That Chappie?
That is, Chappie. Yes.
Hey, Bubba.
What's going on? Can y'all hear me pretty good?
What is that? Zip ties up above you there?
Ethernet.
Oh, okay.
And signal cable. And Ethernet.
It's zip ties.
No zip ties.
What is Ethernet?
Hang on.
I don't know what it is. I know it has something to do with like cable stuff.
Yeah, that's the connector. That makes it. It's an Ethernet connector.
So it's like an internet connector and computer
Yeah.
connector.
Yeah. So you use them to network things.
Okay.
So I have to build them for my job and stuff. Sometimes
Hi,
if
Coral.
they ruin them.
Oh,
Hey, Jenny Lynn.
from one artist stream to another. I saw that, Cora. Were you over in Mitchell's stream?
Hey, GRB. I can't stay too long, guys, but
What's
I'll stay as
wrong?
long as I can. I'm just at work.
Oh,
I'm always at work.
they let you have zip ties at work.
What are you talking about? Zip ties? I don't see zip ties. Yeah, I have zip ties at work.
Bob
Here,
carries zip ties around in his trunk too.
Never
you
leave
want a
without
zip
them.
tie? There's a zip tie for you, bud.
I've
Never
got
leave
some
without them.
I've got some zip ties out on my porch that were here when I moved in. I have never
There's
used
some
any
zip
of them
ties.
because they're about 4 feet long.
Oh,
And
those
I
are the
don't
good
know what I'm
ones.
supposed to do with 4 foot long zip ties.
You hog tie
I've got a bunch
somebody.
of them though.
Yeah, you
could
hog tie somebody.
tie somebody up, 2 or 3 people up with that.
Yeah, probably. It's a good idea.
Save on zip ties, use the large.
Sarah, hello.
Hey, Sarah.
We use Cat 5 and Cat 5e. What is Ethernet? I don't think we know. I don't think we have that to know. Ethernet's just a networking cable. RJ45 connector.
Those are for gators. Sarah, look. I finally finished it. It took me all day yesterday and today because it's got a lot of hair.
Well, that's not Satan at all.
No,
It's a beautiful buffalo.
but he's got too much hair, and it took me forever and a day to get him done.
But that hair is beautiful.
Isn't
I
that
It's
feel the
just so
same way.
real and nice flat.
Hey, Sarah, what's going on?
Not a lot. I just got back from town. Actually, I got a surprise in the mail today. I got given a canvas by a company, like as a free sample for artists, and I'm a little bit
Oh,
stoked about it. It just arrived this morning.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun because I often want to do canvases, but they're expensive to make. So I don't, and it's framed. Hang on, I'll go and get it because it's really cool, and I'm really stoked.
what was it she said she got for artists?
Canvas, I believe she said.
Canvas. Okay. I need to turn my volume
Satan
up
as the buffalo sounds soothing.
better.
Oh, check that out.
It's like
Nice, Sarah.
That's what I said,
framed.
Hillboy. It's like Hillboy.
And take the frame off it to paint on it, and then put it back on, and it starts. Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
and yeah. So
I
it's
think we
free,
gotta go outside and get some
and
more drink.
they just said once you do it, if you can, if you review it, tell people that it was them that you got that from and stuff like that. So
Awesome.
that's pretty nice thing.
Oh,
What's that yellow thing hanging on front of you?
my hard hat?
No, down on the front of you. Down like a name badge or something.
Oh, that's That is the hydrogen disulfide or H2S detector.
Dang.
Very dangerous stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even dark there, huh?
It's getting dark. The camera kind of brightens it up a little bit. Monster time. Yeah.
Right.
Beautiful North Dakota.
That OSHA stuff's fun.
What's that, Barbara?
I said, Huawei said you look weird abiding by OSHA standards. I said, it's fine.
I look so funny abiding by ocean standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I look safe,
Right.
and that's fine. I've been doing this a long time, and well, I'm not going to finish that. Oh,
I used to do OSHA for a hospital I worked for. Somebody was out sick one year, and I was the one for Joint Commission accreditation. I had to stand in for him as a head nurse or manager or whatever of 2 units. And the doctor that did that part really liked me. So every damn years when they would come, I was there 16 years, I would have to be the one with the doctor. So
damn it.
OSHA in a hospital, though, is not, it's mostly chemical stuff. Like don't sit things that can drip in the fridge above things that have to stay dry, and common sense stuff mostly.
Exactly. And GRB, I would say safety third.
Third?
But I mean, it's top 5. Here's my toolbox.
Hey, Cat.
Got tools.
Oh yeah, lots of tools. Let's see what I got here.
You ever get to use those?
Let's see. I got all sorts of stuff up. A power supply on my desk, and soldering iron, and I wonder if I can switch my camera around. Let's see.
Don't you have to go to school to be a welder?
To
do that
no. Well, I don't weld.
Oh.
I solder.
I thought it was the same.
No, it's still a little different.
Do that.
I got my big ass impact. Yeah. All sorts of stuff in this thing.
That looked like a defibrillator. What about worksite safety? What kind of, do you have like a chemical shower you can run in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have acid on location, sand, all sorts of other chemicals.
What about eye rinsers, eye washers?
Yeah, we got a safety trailer in the back. Funnily enough, not chemical related, but we had a guy almost cut off his thumb the other day.
See, you ought to do the inspection there.
I can be busy. I'm usually I keep myself busy. So I see someone struggling, I'll go help them or something. But usually I'm just, installing parts and stuff. But I'm basically the underpaid senior guy on my crew for what I do.
If y'all have a union?
No.
What?
No union for us. I think we're too. We wouldn't want to pay union fees.
Don't have to pay union dues.
Yeah, none of that stuff. A lot of guys in the oil field. I mean, it's one of those things that when we, back when I started doing oil back in 2013. Honestly, I mean, it goes back hundreds, 100 years. So when when fracking started, a lot of people that just do hard work came out. A lot of felons and stuff. A lot of people that just didn't want anybody in their business, and it's kind of gotten away from that a little bit. But we still try to keep that similar mindset of, what would a union do for us? I work all these goddamn hours. I want my money.
Y'all are fracking out there, fracking?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, we're going downhole right now. Just reading comments. Oh, this is the Bob and Floyd show. Maybe Pam had a naughty story about fracking. One of her ex-husbands or boyfriends or something.
Is that a company dog or your dog?
Not me.
Sarah's dog. Sarah's
Yeah, not
dog,
me.
I can tell.
I hit a button.
Pam, once again. Guys, I don't know how many of you out there are old school, like Bob, me and Sarah. Pam hits buttons, and you go ahead and tell them, Pam. Tell them what you did last time you hit a button.
I've hit lots of buttons.
Hey, Pride more.
My favorite was I hit a button one time, and it was like New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I hit a button and I unmonetized myself.
Yep.
I did. I unmonetized my channel, and YouTube doesn't care about little channels if you've got a problem.
Nope.
And AdSense doesn't care about little channels if you got a problem.
Nope.
So I was unmonetized for about 6 months before I got a email from YouTube one day that said, "Hey, you qualify to be monetized. Follow this link." I was like, "Okay."
That was just hitting one button. Maybe it's a session of buttons. But it ultimately was one.
That was me hitting buttons that I should have not touched. Yeah.
So that right there that is why we tell Pam, don't push buttons.
Yep, don't touch the buttons.
Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Sandy.
That goes with the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because that's what I did.
Exactly. That's too funny.
So that was probably my most infamous button hitting.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And like I say, if you mess up on your channel, YouTube doesn't really care.
Nope, not even a little bit.
Nope. They aren't going to answer any of your questions or any of your emails. And neither is AdSense.
Nope. All right,
Hey, Craig.
glue this. I got to fix this light real quick.
In fact, to talk to YouTube to get an email to go through, you had to sign a thing saying you had over 100,000 subscribers. Jeez. Before they really even wanted to talk to you. So don't hit the buttons, guys.
We know.
Everybody's doing water changes.
I have a drawing for sale if anybody's interested in helping me pay my rent. I shall show it real quick. This is a crappy picture because in order to take good pictures, even with my phone, I need like real daylight and this one was taken under artificial light because I just finished it like half an hour before the stream started because I've been working on it for the last 2 days. So it's a crappy picture, but I'll show you anyway. Maybe.
Hello, everybody.
Or maybe not. I thought I had it up, but evidently I don't. Hang on.
Damn it. Buttons again.
Buttons. Yep, I gotta hit the buttons. Okay. Okay, this is the buffalo for the last 2 days here. Crappy picture. I know I'll take a better one tomorrow, but it's all I've got right now.
The buffalo.
So touchy.
Is there a reserve on him? Oh, he's gone.
Oh, just $50 because he's a little bit over 5x7.
He's a one of a kind size.
And he's got a lot of hair, which took me forever to do his fro. I can
Pam
show
has
you the
reached her hair budget.
and it is very definitely a bull. It's a bull buffalo.
How can you tell by looking at his face?
Yeah, I can tell by looking at his face.
I don't believe that.
Well, I couldn't even begin to tell you how many buffalo that I have seen in person, Bob. Lovely fro. Yep, he's got the fro going on. And I know June wanted a buffalo, but she's not here tonight, so. But if anybody's interested in him sometime tonight, just let me know.
She might show up later.
And in the meantime, I'm probably going to start a little drawing of a snake.
Snake.
That is Sarah's snake. Sarah's carpet python. If I can find where I put him.
Did you say carpet python? That sounds like a euphemism. Kind of like a trouser snake.
I mean, it could be, but in this instance, it's not.
Pam's gonna draw us a danger noodle. Sarah's danger noodle.
What color is that snake?
He's in grays and browns.
He's skin tone, Bob. That's his color.
I see. You know, they come in like leopard patterns and stuff.
I'll show you the picture of him, although I'm going to trim it down, probably just do mostly his head since I want to do a card. But I'll show you. This is at Sarah's house.
Snake.
Snake, yes.
Got gold on him, doesn't he?
Yep, he's kind of golds and browns, a little bit of grays.
Sarah, that's a beautiful danger noodle you have there.
Good picture, too.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
I just saw the
I was quite worried for it.
The mother mouse just ran and literally jumped on top of her babies like crowd surfing.
Bob, I feel like you can put a camera on them and just record them all the time and stream it.
Oh. Darn it.
Probably.
I'll see if I can show y'all a picture. She lays on her side like a pig or a dog now. They've gotten too big. Let's see. I want to pinch that more. Oh, Lord. All these modern newfangled things. How come I can't? Jeez. I was going to blow this up. You could see her, but I'm just going to see if she'll stay there and put the camera down like it is. See, I'm all eating. Can you see her?
Oh yeah, look at them.
There's like 3 rows of them.
And they're noisy.
Super cute.
Yeah. I just fed her just maybe half an hour ago, so.
That's super cute. I would just hate to have one of those in my trailer.
Oh, June is here. Did you see the buffalo, June? Starting bid has to be $50 because it's a 5x7, and I've just spent 2 full days working on it. So yeah, even 50 is kind of sad, but I definitely can't go below 50. Let me see it. Oh, quit! You're not so ferocious. You know that Mario will kick your ass. You bark at him like that. Don't be growling. You think you're tough, but just if he stands up and takes one step towards you, you're gonna yipe.
June said $50.
That's a pretty poor picture of it, but Bob got a mouse pregnant. Oh, June says $50 for the buffalo.
Snake drinking water.
Oh, he is. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just squirted some fresh water in there. That's the new snake. That would be a cool drawing. A snake doing something like a daily activity. A daily activity.
Why do you need 3 buffalo pictures?
Huh.
Rat Daddy.
Oh, this is a portrait of a buffalo bull. And June bid $50 on them. If anybody else wants them, put in a bid.
Yep. I went over there for my tripod and forgot what I went for. Jeez.
Hey folks, I gotta head out.
Oh
I just got a
no!
text message. I'm sorry.
Remember that OSHA?
You have to
yeah.
work? You have to work? Well, that just sucks.
It does. It's fine though.
Well, if you get a chance and I'm still on, you can come back in later.
Oh yeah. Everybody be good and give Pam hell or give Bob hell.
Oh my God.
Okay, we'll see you later. And like I say, if you finish whatever you got to do and don't have nothing to do, come back on.
Damn, don't bang.
I sure will.
So,
I look like
Okey-doke.
Bob the Builder. I look like the Bob the Builder did too many drugs or something.
Right?
All right, guys. See y'all later.
Bye.
You see why he makes such good money now, right? Just to wear that outfit.
Uh-huh.
I think Chappie's pretty cool, no matter what you say, Pam.
Okay. No, Chappie's one of my favorite peoples.
Yeah. I wish he still had time to do his channel.
Yeah, I know. I miss his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get some of my windows back opened up that I accidentally closed off when I hit buttons. So what are you working on, Sarah?
What's the little guy?
Trash cat. Hello. Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I sort of I was having fantasies last night about. It's funny that the canvas actually came, and I didn't really realize that I was going to get it. But I was having fantasies of doing some big paintings. But when I got up this morning, I had jobs to do, and then I was just like, so I need to set aside, like, I need to have a whole day to start on painting. So I have to leave it. I'll do some little ones.
Have you heard from Dr. Black?
Not yet.
So, because I messaged with him, where's my phone? Oh, it's over there. So he might have messaged me again, but he said that he was ready to come up before it started, but that he was still going to do his dad's lunch first so he wouldn't get interrupted.
That's good plan.
So, I'll just have a check.
You did miss the canvas, but she's got it quite near.
Oh, you want to see the canvas? It's empty. It's an empty canvas for now. But it's a good size and it's really nice. It's got a black frame on it. Like you can't see it very well. But so it's framed. And it's really quite nice because it's a linen and cotton blend.
Oh, nice.
Which I really like the linen, the way that the fibers go on linen canvas. So yeah, it was just kind of a surprise. Like I did fill in the form. They had a form saying that they would give samples to artists and you could put in an application. And I did that quite a while ago, and then I just didn't think anything was going to come of it. So I'm very pleased. And I've got an idea of what I want to do. So we'll see. As I said, I was having like visions last night, you know, when it was bedtime and I go to bed, and then I'm like, oh, and I can see all the paintings I want to do, and then I tell myself you have to remember this tomorrow, because sometimes I have like really ideas where I'm like, yep, this is so good when I'm falling to sleep. And then the next day, it's not there. But yeah, sometimes I just can't grasp the entirety of the concept that I was having later on. But we'll see. It's a little bit like, I don't know, like having something on the tip of your tongue, because like I don't necessarily I would never like plan this is exactly what it's going to look like. But yeah, I'll get like an energy, and if I feel like I've got like enough bits that I can run and jump in, that's what I want when I'm feeling like it's all sizzling around. That's a good feeling, and that's when I get to jump in and do it.
Oh, well, we got a $50 bid on the buffalo. Is anybody else interested in him at all?
So lovely.
I'm tempted since I don't have any buffaloes.
Hello there.
And it's the
Hello
day
there.
How are
Well,
we
we'll
all?
give it a little while longer to see if anybody wants to bid on him.
Dr. Black was just inquiring after you.
I did hear that. And then I put myself backstage and then realised that I hadn't done a wee, so I ducked off to do a wee real quick. Hey, Trav, Jenny, Kat, Aquagarden Zen. Oh, Mike, how's it? Kragos, TC, GRB.
Oh,
Huawei,
June
of
says
course.
$75. You're bidding against yourself, though, June.
She's trying to shut me out.
Yeah.
It is a rare one. The ones I have are all butt pictures.
I've done a couple buffalo butts. I have.
No argument here.
No, that's nice, Jane. Realises that she's getting a quality piece. G'day, Nola.
I was looking at my PayPal, and I actually had 3 drawings from you last month. I can't remember what any of them are, but
You got a couple little ones coming that I know that I added to your package coming. The parrot,
oh yeah,
and then you had a hawk.
right.
I forget what else. Some people should start getting their stuff as early as tomorrow. I think some of them were for Wednesday and some for Thursday and some for Friday. So people will be getting them.
Anyone else getting that buzzy, noisy stuff?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear any buzzy, noisy stuff. Does that mean that it must be me?
Probably.
Possibly, yes.
Huh.
There it goes.
Let me turn my sound down and see if that helps.
It stopped. Now it's back.
Sounds like a connection, like an actual plug not being connected right, or a dodgy wire or something.
Huh.
How are you, Trash Cat?
Oh, if it's something dodgy, it's probably Bob.
There is that.
Okay, is anybody else want to bid on the buffalo? Because if not, we'll call it sold to June for $75.
Worm, how did I sit down? Come on.
And I'm going to go ahead and call it sold to June for $75.
Hey, congratulations, June.
Nice one. It's a gorgeous piece.
Yes. Lovely.
Lovely.
He's asleep in the bathroom in there. Okay.
Oh, I thought he was awful quiet.
Yep. I took him a snack in there of some new food and he ate it all and went to sleep. Made a hell of a mess. And Pam, you saw I sent you your piece from Sarah today.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Tracking number and such.
Okay. Thank you, Bob.
You're very welcome. It said 3 days, so I don't know. We'll see.
How's it going, GRP? You can move the whiptails into my tank if you want, Craig.
What are whiptails, Mike?
Like a long, skinny pleco.
Get down. Whiptail cats. Whiptail cat.
I used to breed them a long time ago. I used to make up a jelly out of pumpkin and sweet potato and agar to set the jelly. And yeah, just freeze. Once it's set as a jelly, slice it up, freeze it, and it snaps into little cubes nicely. But yeah, they can prove quite difficult to to get the fry going well because they're pretty fussy eaters as babies. So that's why I used to use the pumpkin jelly stuff. They wouldn't really get onto algae wafers too much or anything like that. I think they like nice, gooey, easy food to eat when they're little.
I have some I got from Pam, but they don't ever breed.
And they can be a bit silly as well because mine always laid their eggs on the glass. So if they had other tank mates that enjoyed eating eggs, they couldn't really protect their eggs very well. June said she's emailed you about shipping costs, Pam.
She emailed me.
That's what it says. G'day, Dan. Yeah, I've always wondered if corn dogs are the same thing as what we call
Hey,
corn
Daniel.
jacks. You know, corn jack GRB. I'm assuming they call them the same thing way over there.
Is it like the corny kind of mush stuff in the batter?
Yeah.
Our corn dogs are just a hot dog, and they're usually frozen till you prepare them with like cornbread kind of dough on them.
Yeah, right. Okay. It's not the same thing as a corn jack then. Corn jack's just like creamed corn in a
Sounds good.
batter sausage, but no sausage.
Sounds really
corn.
good.
They're quite delicious.
I don't know if I ever ate one.
They're something that I can get a strong hankering for and then eat one or two of them in the space of a few days and then not need one for another 6 months.
Oh, they're spraying for mosquitoes out here already. I guess it's been doing nothing but raining, so it kind of makes sense, but I hate it when they do that. But yeah, the truck just went by spraying.
Sound like one of the old-fashioned, old-timey flying saucer movies. From the 50s. Worm, no way, punch you and make
Yeah,
this
I go by with the lights a flashing.
to warn the mosquitoes.
Well, they're doing just like a massive truck that just sprays shit out everywhere. Or do they spray the ground?
They used to do that when I lived in Florida. They had planes, they would spray it. Supposedly wouldn't bother you, but you know. I know. Chappie had a pocket delay.
Thank you, Chappie.
If you had Korean corn dogs, they'd have mozzarella. Oh no, but I'll be checking those out. There's a store that sells Korean food in Chattanooga, and I'll just be making my way over to that after the exotic animal show Saturday. Like a grocery store.
Oh, quit.
Dollar store.
We've got two warring geckos making a shit ton of noise in the corner. The big boy. Black one and a white one.
A gutter waterfall.
A gutter waterfall. I've seen some really neat, like dry riverbed setups, and then when it rains, they fill up and flow, and it looks pretty cool. Have you guys seen that? I've seen that done like in scaping your yard outside. They'll make like a dry riverbed or dry creek and then have the gutters going into it. And
One
then
of
when
my
it rains, it like fills up.
one of my neighbors has one of those in their yard. It's always been there, and they could make it look a lot better. There's a little bridge that goes over it.
Yeah. I just got your address. Only Oscars. So you did get it right. Yes.
Hey, Daniel.
Dan, and Dan, that raises an interesting point that I wanted to discuss again as well. I'm still getting notifications coming to my telephone that people are posting stuff to my hacked Facebook, which is the one with the black and white picture. So if you unfriend that one and block it, the one you should be friends with is the normal picture, yes, with a red shirt on. And I think it was an old picture, so I may have short hair, or I might just have it tied back. I haven't had a close look at it.
Yeah, the one that you need to block, because I blocked the old one, and it's a black and white picture of you.
Oh, I need to block that one. I sent you something funny on that a couple days ago. I forgot. The lady that broke the lawn chair. I'll resend it to you. Sure did.
What is the main flavor in ranch dressing? Is it like a mayonnaise?
It's like a mayonnaise, yeah.
I can go look and see what's in it.
Because if you can buy like a ranch dressing mix and you mix it with mayonnaise, the spices with mayonnaise. So
Yeah.
There you go. Pam, do you remember when all of that stuff started coming out? Like Zesty Italian and
yep, actually I do, yeah.
didn't used to have all that, right? I remember that. People just think we always had cars and salad dressing. Nope. What are you doing, Mr. Black?
I'm still working on the same one I was doing the other day. I've just got to there's a few spots where the ink is a little bit lighter than some of the other ink, so I'm getting some blackening up some of the bits.
Sarah, I was commented earlier that,
She's not at her table at the minute.
damn it. That's what happens when you don't look up. I agree, Coral. I like mayo. Actually, I don't like mayo. I like salad dressing. You know, that looks like mayo, but it's called salad dressing. I prefer that because it's tangier, tartar. I'll eat mayo, but I like salad dressing
I
better.
don't like a lot of either one, but yeah, either one. I can eat either one, but they're not my favorite thing to have put on stuff. But I saw something today on on Facebook that was like talking about gas prices in the 70s. And I remember, because this is how old I am, I remember when I got my first car, it was about 1973 or 1974. And I remember that gas was about 60 cents a gallon. And I remember pulling off the freeway and being horrified because the gas stations right off the freeway were $1 a gallon. I was like, Jesus Christ, $1 a gallon. You know? And now I'm like, I wish gas was $1 a gallon.
I hate to think what it'll be in another 10 years.
Might not exist.
That would be nice. I can just sit out in my truck and play the music.
Yeah, thanks, Dan, by the way. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
Has anybody seen Ed today? I haven't. I didn't bother him because I was at the Ark anyway. But
I see you posted a video on YouTube earlier.
so he's able to sit up and push buttons anyway.
Oh, I got somebody on Facebook wanting to bid on the buffalo, but I told him that I already sold it. So
Oh, is that one of your what you call it? Patrons, members?
yeah.
Uh-oh.
They should have been at the stream, innit?
Oh,
They should have checked their
I'm gonna go
email.
nuts. There's and it's not even my cat. There's a cat that's been hanging around outside the door that's in heat, and it's driving me crazy. And that's what Star is barking at quite often.
Well, you'll have kittens soon.
I hope not. Well, they won't be mine because it's not my cat.
You'll feed her because you don't want her to go hungry. We're getting so many calls at the Ark like that every day. Some days 10, some days 3, sometimes 7. And all of them had a cat that came around and they fed it. And now the kittens are running everywhere. And it's
Oh,
not
Ed was
fair.
playing D&D earlier. They were saying.
Oh, well, he's okay then. He's all right.
Have I tried peeing around the area to establish dominance? No, not yet.
Who said that? Cora.
Sorry, Sally. Could I just- Those bells.
Yeah. Sarah, when Pam was showing the close-up of your snake earlier, the top of the stream, it seemed like some of the plants in your yard look USA-ish. They look familiar.
Trying to think
G'day,
what's
George.
There's definitely basil immediately behind it.
Appleballs, hello.
I think
But,
that's one of them.
I can't think what else is in the shot. Hang on. Have a look.
Gotcha, Dan.
I I don't know why. Wait, did you throw out the quick link for the PayPal for June? Where did Blacky go?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was on the wrong one.
Yeah.
I was on the YouTube and I'm like behind. On the YouTube, I gotta like catch it up.
Scrub it up there.
Yeah. And I still have, if anybody's interested, I still have this one little drawing left, which is this one.
I can't believe nobody's bought that.
I know. I like this drawing a lot, and nobody has bid on it. And actually, it's like one of my favorites I've done lately, but
Jane says she's got the PayPal link. She just needs to know how much to add for shipping.
oh, don't worry about the shipping. I always do that. Don't worry about the shipping. I never add shipping if you're in the United States.
Even Tennessee.
Yeah. I even ship to Tennessee without adding shipping.
Very generous.
What?
This one here is the same thing. It's a $50 starting bid. It's about the same size as a buffalo. I think the buffalo is just a hair bigger, but not very much bigger. So it's like a 5x7. So it's a $50 opening bid on that one too. For the bighorn. I've got coming up, but it'll probably be another week. I've got a little oil painting coming up that I'm going to make available to people, which is pretty unusual for me. I usually just sell them outright, but
Is it something you're working on now?
yeah, it's a little deer. It's like a little landscape with a deer in it. It's pretty sweet, actually.
Nice. How big is it?
I think it's 11 by 14, if I remember right. But I'm just waiting on it to dry so I can put finishing touches on it.
Sarah, do you ever use oil?
I don't. I have never, actually. It's something that I always really want to do. I look at the way, because there's a lot of like kind of layering and
Yeah,
stuff.
oil painting takes a lot of layering. And it's because oil paint, as it dries, it gets slightly transparent depending on the color. So you kind of, when you're working with it, you kind of keep that in mind and kind of layer colors into where it changes. Like it takes a full year for an oil painting to be totally dry to where you can varnish it totally to seal it. Like a full year. But in that year, it'll like subtly change as some of the colors and details from underneath start coming to the surface. And then, you know, some colors are more transparent than other colors. And it's like really fun to work with in that way, but you got to like, your mind has to be in layers. But it's fun to work with because like if you're doing a portrait of somebody, it's real easy to get too much pink or red in it, in the flesh tones. But if you put an under layer of like greenish tones, as it dries, that like balances out, you know what I'm saying? So in a lot of ways, it's like really fun to work with. And to me, it's like, I like it a lot better than acrylic, because acrylic is like basically kind of like hard plastic, and it's there, and you aren't gonna. It's like there's no. You don't have all the little subtle things that oil paintings end up with.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You really ought to play with them, Sarah. I think you would like it.
I really would like to. It's something I think about a lot. It's just that taking the leap to invest in them.
That is a big thing because you don't really want to buy cheap oil painting or oil colors. You want to buy like at least a little bit better than student grade.
Yeah. And I know
and they are expensive.
Yeah.
Like the blue, my favorite blue that I use the most is cobalt blue.
I love
And for
cobalt.
a little tube like that big, like I'll show you. I've got some oil paints here beside me, I believe.
G'day,
Okay.
Alex.
This is not blue, but this size of tube of cobalt blue is $35 for one tube of paint.
Do you get a
But
year out of it?
You can take, if you get a good blue and a good yellow and a good red, get your primary colors. You can like do a lot of paintings. I only use 3 different colors and mix all the colors from those 3. So, you could conceivably just get 3 colors of paint and white and you can do a painting.
Yeah. Well, it is something I think about, and even though you can mix all the colors with your primary, I still only work probably with a very limited palette.
Yeah, I like working with a limited palette because it ties everything together better. So instead of like and really, if you're doing like say you're doing an animal standing out in a field, let's name an animal.
A boar. A boar.
A boar. Okay, so you aren't going to just take the color of the boar. It's like, okay, I know that boar has pink and black and da 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 da. That's not the colors you're going to use on it. You're going to use the same colors that you have in the grass and the sky, because colors are all affect each other. And like an animal standing in the field is going to have green reflection on its belly from the grass that he's standing in. He's going to have blue reflection on his back from the sky. And so if you use a limited palette, you're kind of forced to incorporate all the same colors as a background and the animal all together.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I probably sound like a babbling idiot, but yeah.
I think you sound more like a sensible art teacher.
Yeah. You've actually done a demo of the light reflecting on the belly before, and that was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I let me see here. I'm going to pull up an example because I'm an idiot and I love talking about art. You get me started talking about art, and I'm going to talk about art. Okay, this one here I think is a fairly good example.
Hey, George.
Thank you, June. Okay. So I'm going to pull up a little painting here, and we're going to talk art for just a minute because I have to. Okay, so this is a painting of a mute swan on Cape Cod. Now, the blue of the water is not actually blue. That is the sky that is reflected into the water, which is what makes water blue. And if you look up close to the front of the water's brown because you can see through it and see the sand underneath of it. But if you look at like the bottom of the swan's belly and the side, a little bit down the side of its neck and stuff, it's picking up that same color of brown that's in the sand. And then if you look in some places like where the sky would be hitting, you can see blue where it's reflecting from the sky a little bit. And the shadow of the color of the shadow in both beak and on the swan and stuff and in deeper shadows is the same color as the shadow in the water is, because that's just the way it is. So yeah.
I remember another example you gave was like a horse.
Yeah, a white horse. I love painting white horses. I can pull up a white horse.
Yeah. I hope that would prompt you to do that.
Stunning, stunning picture too, by the way, that swan.
Oh, thank you. A white horse. I know. Where's my horse? I know I got a picture of a cavalry horse, a cavalry rider.
Yep, that's what it was. Well, I've been trying to fix this tree for 45 minutes and I finally did. Third try.
Why can I never find the picture that I want?
And then when you're in your own OnlyFans, you can go right to it. Page
That's
3.
right. Yep. Okay, I found it. I just got to get it pulled up here. This isn't the greatest picture to show it, but I can still like use it as an example, I guess. So hold on here. Yep. Okay. Now I should be able to pull it up on the camera. And like I say, this isn't the best photograph and it doesn't really show it, but I can still talk about what I did on it. Okay, white horse. So this photograph doesn't show it really well, but on the underbelly, can you see the arrow when I'm pointing to it?
Yeah.
Like on his belly and stuff there, it has the same color as in the grass here underneath of him, is on his belly. And then you'll have the color of the sky on the highlights on his back and on his tail and stuff. And like I say, the shadows of his outfit and the dark parts of the horse and stuff, and like his nose and his mouth and stuff, is the same colors as on the man, because that's just when you're painting, that's what you do. The shadows of anything like in the background and stuff are using the same colors. And actually, this is a painting that I only used 3 colors on. I used a cobalt blue and a yellow ochre, and I believe a burnt sienna to get the reddish tones that I wanted. But yeah, I do that a lot. I'll have a very limited palette. But anyway, yeah, it's all, everything ties in together. The background and the animal and everything is all, you use all the same colors. And that way, when you're looking at it, it belongs. It doesn't look like I took and cut out a horse and stuck it onto a background, which is, I've seen that happen with people's paintings before, because they aren't using the colors of the background aren't the same as the colors in the animal and stuff, if that makes sense. And I know
Yeah.
I'm just like rambling, and everybody's probably bored to death and wondering what the hell I am talking about.
Well, I certainly wouldn't have ever conceived of even considering reflected light as part of a picture.
Oh yeah, it's like it's all color is so much fun that way.
Mm.
And like 90% of the paintings that I do have anywhere from 3 to 5 colors and white, and that's it.
That's all color is light.
Yep, color is light.
I believe. It sounded like an intelligent thing to say.
It was, Bob. It was. You actually surprised me.
I got a lot out of that art class.
Worth every penny.
Right?
This is another one that you can kind of see. It's got a very limited palette, and I'll just show you real quick. Okay, you can see in his jacket, you can see the colors of the sky, and his shirt and the sagebrush are kind of the same color, but you can see the same blues from the sky and stuff in his chaps and in the light. You can see some sky reflection
Even
on the leather
saddle of it.
chaps. And you can see it a lot in the jacket. You can see that's a white jacket, and look at all the colors that are in it.
What'd you
It's
say, Blacky?
The blue skylight reflecting off his saddle as well.
Yeah, you can see it on the and on his hat too. On the cowboy hat, you can see a lot of reflected colors in the cowboy hat too.
Pretty
And more
cool.
subtly, it's in the horse and stuff too. But yeah, you can see it a lot in the leather on the saddle, and in the white jacket, and in his hat. So yeah, it makes it fun. Hey, Chappie. Thank you, Chappie.
Did Bob teach you how to draw shadows? I figured because he's such a pro with the trees.
That's it. Yes.
Cheeky boy. So Pam, I might have to commission you to do a picture of my dog for my boys.
Yeah. You got some good pictures of him?
Yeah, I've got one. You'll just have to use your imagination to crop out the background
Oh, I can do that.
because he's on a boat with the boys, and there's some hairy young man legs in the background that probably don't need to be memorialized as much as the dog.
Aren't they hairy old man legs?
No, it's Josh's legs.
What? No.
Hmm.
I'm going to look at that again.
They look like his anyway.
They like definitely are not Josh's legs or hands. Definitely 10,000%.
10,000.
Oh, thank you, Daniel.
Like,
Oh my gosh, yes, it all helps right now. I was trying to catch up with my my rant.
Oh, right. It's not. Yes. It's
Thank
not
you.
even hairs, is it?
they're pressed, shiny, and smooth.
Oh, not so smooth by the look of it.
There he is. You're missing all the crowd. Say hello.
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 Hey, hi there. Did you wake up? It's all the. He's looking to see who's here. It's all the usuals. Yeah. Yeah. You fell
Oh,
asleep?
that's a good picture. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm looking back at the picture and zooming in on it. I'm quite appalled that I mistook those legs for my son's legs. How embarrassment. But I don't know how big to go for and how much money you'd want for one.
Oh, I can send you some prices later, but
Hey.
I always give my friends a better deal. So
Don't bother the camera. Come back over here. Come back over here. Come on. Come on. Back over here. Come on.
hello.
He's over there wanting to mess. There he goes, messing with the phone. Leave it alone.
I can't help it. It makes me laugh when he talks.
Things it makes me want to talk in like
Yeah. Uh-huh.
cues and stuff, you know.
Uh-oh. Got his attention.
I don't really
Hello.
like it.
Pam's laughing at you. Pam's laughing at you.
I like it too.
He's trying to break the handle off the aquarium glass lid. Or he's pulling on it anyway. Yeah. What was that? That got his attention, yeah.
Or, thank you.
Hmm? Better talk to him. Chat him up. Chat him up. You're laughing. You lovely. Hey, fan going and then he had it. Hey, stop. Let's put it this way. You can talk to them. They can see you and you can see them.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. See the cute puppers, everybody?
Yeah, there was another really nice photo of him as well, but it's like a very artistic photo, and he's only really tiny in the picture, so we decided to go for that one instead.
Very nice eyes, too.
He's a cutie.
Hello?
Lovely.
Well, look at you. Hello there. Hi there. Hi there. Hello. I wasn't talking to you, Star. Star's like, well, hello. And she's like, on my leg. She goes, hello, I'm right here.
Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody. Oh, he's set up shop there.
Hello.
He's gone on to 1 foot, so he's there for a minute. Hello. Hi there. Hi there. Hi there. Welcome back.
Pardon, mate.
Oh God, I hope he doesn't pick that up. You're gonna start burping. Mm-hmm.
Crikey.
Hello. Hi there.
Dee Dee, hello.
Baby's up late.
Oh, DD's another one of the ones. DD, you need to change your Facebook contact with me. The Facebook guy that you send, I've received a notification from is the one that was hacked. So you need to unfriend the Facebook of mine with the black and white picture and block it too, probably. And then friend the normal picture with a red shirt.
I can tell you something. Your hacker thinks you've got a nasty friend.
He thinks what?
You've got a nasty friend. Because when I sent you the lady, and I'll resend it to the right place, the lady that in the lawn chair is just nasty, nasty. You'll love it. I spray shiz up in my hair. What are y'all talking about? No, he doesn't poop on his fly. That's good. Yeah, no, it's pretty manageable. All right, no glasses. You got a kiss for me? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Some screeches. Oh, too rough. Hmm? I hear myself every time I talk.
No, like that.
Damn volume, Pam. Get her. Get her. Huh? Sarah, do you have anything you're going to sell or show?
Probably not today. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I've got stuff still.
Well, show us some of it.
Nothing new, just whatever there was yesterday anyway.
Hmm?
But I think I finished this one. But
Oh, nice.
I actually tossed up about putting some color on it. So I've just been playing
That was too
color that
fast. I didn't even see it. Oh yeah, that one's pretty cool. I don't know if it needs color, but I always say that. I always think that when I look at them, then you add color, and I think, oh my god, that's so cool. So, yeah, it's good the way it is though too.
I mean, I get that a lot. With my drawings, in fact, like, it's always really scary because I really like black and white, and so yeah.
So, what are you working on, Blackie?
I think I've just finished with this guy.
Well, let me blow you up so we can see it.
I think I've done enough on it now.
Cool.
That is cool. I could sit and look at that for a long time. It looks like in the middle of it, there's a little critter, and it's in like an egg mobile. If that makes sense. That's pretty cool.
I think I've just seen a spot that needs some extra work.
DJ,
there.
hello.
Hey, TJ. Couple of little extra spots.
Everybody's quiet. What are you working on, Bob? Are you doing a tree? You're muted.
Mhm.
What do you think I'm doing?
A tree.
You're close. I'm doing
A
several
shrubbery.
trees.
Ah, hello there.
Hi. Hello. Hi there. Hi there. Hi.
Back in the tick.
You lose. Always feeling blue today, but the cheesy joke can cheddar me up. Got lots of wood, Nola said. I do have a lot of wood. Um, did I tell you about oh crap, what was I gonna say? Damn it.
Spit it out, Bob. Use your words.
Huh?
Use your words.
I'm speechless for once.
I got duck off too.
BJ, hello.
Hey, VJ. I'm making greeting cards and ceramics. That's cool. Very cool. I used to do ceramics a long time ago. Where'd you go? I didn't stay gone very long. Not at all. Hmm. So, you guys, be honest with me. Give me your opinion of this. I had some of the nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews to dinner. And, you know, I suffer from anxiety. So I just needed like a few minutes to myself. So I just took my plate and just went in the bathroom. Not long, just 5 or 10 minutes, you know, till I can compose myself and came back out. You see anything wrong with that?
Nope.
I don't either, damn it. But Denny's banned me.
They all cracked the dirts that you disappeared.
What?
Did they all crack the dirts that you disappeared?
No, Denny's banned me. The restaurant Denny's.
Oh,
Oh.
right.
Yeah. I guess it's because I was in the stall so long.
The actual restaurant staff got cranky with you.
Yeah. I guess you're not supposed to take a plate in the bathroom.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Really, they can't have a restriction on how long you can be in the bathroom, right?
I didn't want to stand at the urinal and eat, you know.
Almost heard it coming.
It kind of surprises me that Floyd knows the layout of the house so well that he can just fly at top speed wherever he wants to in here. One end to the other.
Woke up this morning, there was a big bag of these on the doorstep.
What the hell? Oh, peppers? No.
Jelly.
Choco. This one's got a mouth like Audrey too from Little Shop of Horrors.
It does, doesn't it?
I've run out of my choco supply, but I do have a few growing now. So
Yeah, I didn't find out where Deb planted her two in the veggie garden. So I got to wait to find out where she put them so I can see if they're sprouting or not.
oh, they're in your veggie garden, not hers.
Yeah.
Ah.
I think she's got some planted as well, but she put two in a visit or two ago, so by rights they probably should have started to shoot by now. And then,
You have mild enough winters to like grow lettuce and stuff in your vegetable garden over the winter?
yep,
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't truck with any lettuce this year because lettuce consumption has gone down massively in this house. It used to be a daily edible, and the last time I grew a crop of lettuce was last year, but they just got all, I think it was just too wet, so they got too much water held in the plant itself and went a bit manky and slimy and gross.
Have you ever? I used to like to grow Swiss chard too, because Swiss chard will handle the heat a little bit better, but also the cold, like lettuce, and you can just cut the leaves off of it, and it'll keep growing new leaves and new leaves and new leaves and new leaves. So it makes it a pretty easy crop.
Where I am, I'm finding that really nothing wants to grow now that it's gotten cold. So it's like a bit colder out here, and they're not just burning away from frost or anything, which I've had in other places, but they're just not growing anywhere. Everything's just still.
I had to look up Swiss chard.
It's like silver beet, yeah.
Yeah, but that's funny. The picture that they've showed is rhubarb, unless there's a red-stemmed silver beet.
There is.
Ah,
Oh, there is. Yeah, Swiss chard can have red stems.
you wouldn't want to get the two confused then, would you?
No, because rhubarb leaves are poisonous. As are potato plants. Did you know that? The plants
leaves are
themselves on
poisonous.
potatoes are poisonous, like the leaves and stuff.
Yeah,
They're
right.
a nightshade.
That's true.
We have a whole lot of potatoes growing, actually, though. There was a whole lot of potatoes we got given from the farm because they were gone a bit far and he couldn't sell them. And I'd used some, but it was a giant box of them. And some of them just were already too sprouty. So all of the ones that were at the time, sprouting too much and not edible or didn't get eaten, got chucked sort of off the edge over here. And we just went and looked the other day, and it's like a giant field of potato plants.
Are you going to backfill over them and stuff with some soft soil so you get a good crop?
Well, it might be worth it. I just have to, it's a little bit sort of on the side of the cliff there, so I've got to work that one out. But
You could come and get a a couple of sackfuls of the tea tree mulch I've got on the driveway. No way I'm going to use all that. I've got to start trying to get rid of it.
I mean,
Another thing that's good to grow that can kind of take the place of potatoes, it's not as starchy and they're real easy to grow, is Jerusalem artichokes.
I
You
love
know, I was
artichokes.
And before, but they're kind of cool because they'll get, like, the plant itself will get like 5 or 6 feet tall and have big sunflower type flowers on it. But then the tubers are quite edible and quite a bit like potatoes. But you have to be careful with them because they will totally take over the garden if you so much as leave one little piece of them in the ground. You're going to have a bunch of them the next year. So it's best if you like put railroad ties or something like that around the area that they're in so they don't spread and take over everything. But they're kind of cool to grow too. They're a
They
lot
have
like potatoes.
beautiful blooms,
Yeah.
artichokes.
I've never grown them.
Yeah, they look like sunflowers kind of, and they're great big tall,
And they're
really
delicious.
tall, and then you dig them up and they in the fall just like you do potatoes, and they've got tubers going everywhere, and they're a lot like potatoes but not as much starch in them.
I wonder if those, what's that snake called? Carpet python. I wonder if they're attracted to potatoes. Probably not.
That's one thing I miss about living in eastern Washington is potato country. And I lived there for years. I never bought potatoes. I always had potatoes because all the farmers would let you go get what you needed, but you didn't even need to do that because every fall when they would harvest the potatoes, there would always be at least one truck that would take a corner too fast and tip over. And they just wanted everybody to get the potatoes the hell out of the truck so they could tip it back up again. So you just take your gunny sacks and get your all winter's worth of potatoes all in one trip, you know?
Right. And those things will last for a whole winter if they're kept out of sunlight.
Oh
and
yeah,
whatnot.
we just keep them out in the shop, and we'd always have like tons of potatoes all the time, and then I moved away from there and I go to the grocery store and they're selling sacks of these little tiny things that they call potatoes that we wouldn't even bother picking up. You know, that's what they're selling at the grocery store. You know, you have to buy them, and we didn't even pick that shit up. You know.
So I used to live on a property that had so many avocado trees. And so between my little veggie garden that I grew and avocados, like I never had to buy any veggies, but we used so many avocados and I came to just rely so heavily on them, and I'd have so many that, yeah, we just couldn't even eat them all. I would try and give away boxes of avocados, and they were like different species of trees. So it was like all year one would fruit, and then, or well, I say one, but like one variety, which there'd be like a few trees of, and it would go through that all year. So
Oh,
it
nice.
wasn't until we moved away from there.
When I lived in California, there was avocado trees everywhere and lemon trees. You never had to buy lemons because everybody always had lemon trees.
Yeah.
That was kind of nice. And
Yeah,
the
black
avocados
lemon
is
trees.
nice to be able to just, because they're expensive at the grocery store. One year when I lived in eastern Washington, of course, I always got as many potatoes as I wanted or more. But one year we were headed to town to go to the grocery store, and there was a dump truck ahead of us that was full of like 100-pound bags of onions.
Ooh, I love
Took
that.
a corner and a bag fell off the truck. I was like, well, we just got our onions for the year.
I love
We had
onions.
onion soup and onion rings and all kinds of stuff that year.
I love sliced onions on sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. And onion rings are really good. I had a deep fryer, and I'd sit there and just like dip them in batter and fry up onion rings, and the kids would be eating them as fast as they cooled off.
Have to be a little careful because they are sweet for diabetics, but they're good. I've ruined these trees 3 or 4 times, and I think this last ruining is going to be the best one yet.
All right, I can't wait to see it. Are you ready to show it?
Well, no, it's not anything special. I don't like them as well as my last tree, that's for sure. But I was trying some different things, and I know now that I need to keep working on those effects.
I have an orange tree which is providing lots of fruit at the moment, and they're just the most beautiful oranges.
Oh, nice. I love oranges off the tree.
Mandarins as well. Our mandarin tree is absolutely stacked, and they're just the sweetest, nicest mandarins as well.
Nice.
A Valencia orange tree, for some reason, has decided to fruit this year. I had pruned it so heavily back about 3 years ago, and it hasn't had any fruit. But now this year, it's decided to put on a bunch of fruit. But they're pretty growth oranges anyway. And our particular one they're very bitter oranges, but not bad for juicing.
I would like bitter oranges, I think. Now, see, in Eastern Washington where I lived, it's too cold for stuff like that. But we had a lot of apricot trees. There was a lot of apricot trees. Everybody had apricots and apples. In the fall, I would get just as many apples as I could possibly use would be given to me, and I'd always make applesauce and apple butter and
Aren't they
all
a bit
that stuff, that I could have as many apples as I wanted. And there would be a lot of peaches. And in the spring there was asparagus, and then onions and potatoes, of course, would have like lots of them around. So person wouldn't have to starve anyway.
Isn't Washington quite strict with its apples because of some disease, so they don't want people just growing apples in their backyard? Or is it all just a sham for the apple growers to get more money?
Must be a sham, because a lot of people have apple trees.
Yeah, right.
But the most common fruit trees in people's yards there are apricots. There's a lot of apricots. I used to make apricot jam, a lot of apricot jam, because I had like 3 apricot trees in my yard.
We call them apricots, and I've never seen an apricot tree.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of them in Washington.
A lot of plum trees here, apple trees, cherry trees.
Yeah, there's a lot of cherry there in Washington too.
I had a peach tree at my old house, and it was just so depressing because every year it would flower and then it would start to grow the little fruit, and then they would not really grow properly because we just didn't have the right climate for it.
Mm.
You have to get down to Georgia here before they get any peaches if they are any good right below us.
I remember one year I got a job working in the apple orchards, and I started out picking, which is not really for me because I'm kind of slow and I don't like heights, and you had to climb up in the tree, and then you had these bags, these canvas bags that you hung around your neck, and they had like a drawstring on the bottom. So you'd fill up the bag with apples, and then you would go and empty it into these great big wooden boxes, and then you got paid like so much per box. I think at the time it was like $90 a box, but they were pretty big.
Right.
Took a while to fill them up. But anyway, I would be hugging the tree because I was scared of heights. So I'd fill up my apple bag, and then I'd be very carefully trying to climb down without killing myself because, like I say, I'm not good with heights. And every damn time I would hook the bag and dump all my apples on the ground. And yeah. So it was kind of pathetic. So the owners of the orchard came by and watched me for a while. And they asked me if I would like to be a counter to like go from person to person and count how many boxes they had done and stuff and mark them, so everybody got paid at the end of the day. And those Mexican guys can really pick a lot of apples in a day, believe me. But anyway, so then I that's what I did was I would go and check the apples and count everybody's boxes, and I got paid, so much per hour doing that, which worked out a lot better for me. But I learned to say in Spanish really quick, yes, I am married. Yes, I am married. Yes, I am married. Because I get asked that all the way through the orchard. I think that's the first thing I learned to say in Spanish.
Well, it's supposed to be a romantic time, isn't it? Apple blossom time.
Yeah, right.
It wouldn't be the blossom time when you're picking the fruit, though.
No, but I can't remember I don't know if it's a poem or a song.
For sure it wasn't. Cherry blossoms are a lot prettier than apple blossoms. When the cherries bloom, it's really pretty.
Meet me under the apple tree at apple blossom time, but don't something with anyone but me or something. I don't know.
I vaguely remember the song you're talking about, but yeah.
Downstairs.
Don't sit under the apple tree with anybody else but me.
Is that what it's called?
That's an old song. Some people will be getting their art from me on tomorrow because that was the first days for some people to get their art, and some people it's going to be like Friday or Saturday. Oh, dog, you scared me. All I did was move my foot, and you made me have a heart attack.
Did mine get sent?
Yeah.
Nice.
But yours will probably be a little bit longer.
I suspect so. Hopefully it gets here in time, though.
I'm thinking it should probably be maybe next week it should get there. Oh, blueberry. I never had luck with blueberries. I've tried planting them in a couple different places I've lived, but I never had a lot of luck with blueberries. Montana and Wyoming, they'll have a lot of huckleberries in the mountains. If you go up in the mountains, there's a lot of wild huckleberries.
Is that where they come from, or have they just gone feral?
I think that's where they've come from. And then in Oregon, when I was growing up in Oregon, we had blackberries everywhere. There was blackberry brambles. Just every country road you turned on, there was blackberry brambles. Hi, Divine.
There's a whole bunch of brambles at the farm where I work in Bull Lake. They started out, there was just like one or two like canes, I guess. and they've just like gone off. And this year they're fruited and they have a fruit. It's like a raspberry. It's not, but I think they're called like brambleberries. I don't know. I've never seen them before. I tried to look them up.
It's not
But
the native raspberry, is it?
no.
I've grown raspberries, and like I say, there's wild blackberries everywhere in Oregon. And I lived in a place where we had a bunch of boysenberries. Boysenberries are kind of like halfway between blackberries and raspberries, but they're really big and they're quite good.
Sorry.
Because those Australian native raspberries, they have grow like a brambly, spiky, long, nasty bush as well. G'day, Divine.
That's why the blackberries are in Oregon. I mean, you can pick blackberries anywhere in September. I always used to make blackberry pie and blackberry jam, and I miss having the blackberries available like that because you could just go anywhere and pick them. But you had to wear long sleeves and long pants because there's a lot of thorns.
That's the native ones, and we've got some here, and I've had them lots of places where I live. They're much like a smaller, shorter kind of plant, and these ones, the farm that have just sprouted up as a weed, they're like way above my head and very tall.
And how big's the fruit? About a centimetre?
It's like a really big raspberry.
Oh, okay. Much bigger than a
But
centimetre.
it's like, you've got the flower and then the berry is like a little like cap. You like pick the little cap off, and they're a little bit hairy. So I think, I don't think they're meant to be like a commercial type of fruit, but they're pretty good. It's enough to make Soren want to come every Friday afternoon to the farm instead of coming home so that he can pick some berries to eat.
Huawei's getting his medical card Friday for blackberries. Damn it. Where did he go now?
Well, I'm thinking that I might go ahead and shut it down earlier tonight since I'm on the free plan again, so my hours are going to add up. So I don't know. What do you guys think, or do you want to go longer? I can go longer too. It doesn't matter to me.
I'm happy to go, and I have time then to prepare for the kids getting home and stuff.
Yeah. Like I say, I mean, I could hang out a lot longer, but I've got like limited hours for now until I decide to pay again. So
yeah.
So I don't want to like push it too hard. So everybody in chat, thank you for coming in, and thank you, mods, and thank you, people that donated, and thank you, people that got some art, and love you guys, and thank you, Bob, and thank you, Scungy and Blacky, and Chappie out there in the world of working wherever you are. And oh yeah, I want to see Bob's trees.
Trees.
Very nice.
Oh,
Very nice. I want to see it up close, the bark, because it looks like it's pretty cool, especially on the one on the far left of your left, I think. That looks pretty cool.
very
Not nearly as good as this single tree before, but I'm still learning.
You're learning, and like, see, the bark looks really good. I especially like the one on your left.
That one.
yeah.
Yep, that one.
Very cool.
Very cool.
And Sarah, let's see what you've been doing.
Whoa. Hang on. I don't know where I put it. I was just. Hang on. I don't know. I don't know where I put what I was trying today. Mostly, I just did this one, and I did get this one finished. Although it wasn't very much that I did on it.
Those are both awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome
they are.
guys.
Otherwise, I was playing around with just paint and
Oh, I
Oh,
like
cool.
that.
that quite a lot.
Like that.
I did also get inspired from that one that Bob bought the other day and try and do some like paint with the drawing on top.
Oh, I love how you use your pinks and yellows like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Very nice.
Very
So,
nice.
Yeah, that's mostly somehow all I've done, I think.
Now, I know in the past I asked whether I should keep doing stuff on this one, and most of you guys said no, don't. But I had some lines that just didn't look right, so I started to do more on this guy just now.
That one is cool.
Yeah.
I just hope I don't wreck it with the new bizzo down this corner.
You just gotta like, you've got to follow it sometimes so that you can know your own limits and where everything is. So
Yeah, it was just unfortunate that I had, like, wrong hand. Some of the lines in here were there, but they were just single lines, so they made it look incomplete. So I feel I still have to do a little bit more to it to get it there.
Yeah.
It's looking good though.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, and I don't have anything to show you except I'll show you the buffalo that June bought one more time. I guess I can do that.
yeah, it's lovely.
So nice.
And okay, so we shall say goodnight, everybody. And thank you for coming in, everybody. And we shall see you Saturday night, Friday night for Reptiles, Saturday night art stream again.
And Friday is Jenny Lynn.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's gonna be fun. We get to see Jenny's snakes Friday on Reptiles.
What time does Reptiles happen on Friday night?
7:30 Eastern.
So it's like an hour and a half before I start my streams.
Yeah, I was going to say mid to late morning my time. I shall try my best to pop along and have a look.
Yes, technically it's a bison, but I still call him buffalo because I'm a backwards hick. So there you go. So, okay, guys, we shall see you all when we see yous.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Good night.
Good night,
Behave
guys.
yourselves.
Don't cuss yet, Bob.
Better hurry the hell up.